calculate in purpose to calculate these type of areas covered by a curve from one limit to another limit with the x-axis, with the coordinate axis, either by x-axis or with the y-axis. They have derived a formula into a to b f of x dx is equal to limit h tend to 0 and n tend to infinity, h tend to 0 and n tend to infinity, h into f of a plus f of a plus h plus f of a plus 2h plus etc plus f of a plus n minus 1 into h. And simplifying this, we can write it as the total sum can be written as r equal to 1 to n h into, in general case it can be written as f of a plus rh, where h is equal to b minus a divided by n. In this formula, h into f of a gives the area of first rectangle, and h into f of a plus x a plus h gives the area of second rectangle, and h into f of a plus 2h gives the area of the third rectangle, and so on. The last one gives the area of the last nth rectangle. It's okay. Now we are finding only the area of rectangle. Now the gaps between every rectangle, there is a small triangular shape is left out. To include those area, we are substituting the limit here, and limit h tend to 0. When we apply h tend to 0, this width becomes 0. Then every rectangle splitted into n number of small lines. So n number of small rectangles converted into n number of small rectangles. So under n tend to infinity, that means the number of rectangles tend to infinite number of small rectangles. They are each representing lines. That means then when we apply the limit, then every rectangle as converted as small stripes of lines, small lines without any area leaving, entire area will be covered. When we apply this limit h tend to 0 and n tend to infinity, h tend to 0 means the width becomes 0, therefore the lines are coincident lines. That means no gap between one part to another part. So here, when we apply limit h tend to 0 n tend to infinity, the smaller areas left out, the left out areas of triangle shapes, small areas also covered. So totally we will get limit h tend to 0 n tend to infinity, h into f of a plus h plus f of a plus 2h will yield the total area between a to b with the coordinate axis x axis under the curve y equal to f of x. So the area, required area between a to b will be f of x dx is equal to limit h tend to 0 n tend to infinity sum of r equal to 1 to n h into f of a plus rh, where h is equal to b minus a divided by n, where h is equal to b minus a divided by n. And we have three more additional formulas in it. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc plus n equal to sum of n, which is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. Or you can write it as r equal to 1 to n r. So 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc plus n square equal to sum of r equal to 1 to n r square, that is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus etc plus n cube equal to sum of r equal to 1 to n r cube equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole cube, whole square. So these are the additional three formulas involved in this exercise. Now we are moving to the exercise problem. Question number 1, exercise 2.11, 0 to 1 x plus 4 into dx, 0 to 1 x plus 4 into dx, evaluate the following integral as a limit of sum. That is very important. Question itself they will give as evaluate the following as a limit of sum. Integral as the limit of sum will be given. Limit of sum. Else it is not mentioned, we can easily do it by just integrating and substituting lower and upper limit. If the term added in the question limit of sum, you should follow the procedure by using integral a to b f of x dx is equal to limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 sum of r equal to 1 to n h into f of a plus r h. Here f of x is equal to x plus 4, f of x is equal to x plus 4 and a equal to 0 lower limit, b equal to 1 upper limit. H is equal to b minus a divided by n. So n is unknown, keep n as n. b minus a means 1 minus 0, so 1 by n. H is equal to 1 by n. Now find a plus rh now. A plus rh is equal to a plus rh equal to a is 0 plus r means nothing, r into h means 1 by n. So r into 1 by n. So a plus rh is equal to r by n. Substituting the values in the formula now. Integral. Write a formula once a to b f of x dx. Now a to b is 0 to 1. F of x dx is equal to limit n tend to infinity, general case, and h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n, h means the value of h is 1 by n into f of a plus rh, h into f of a plus rh, instead a plus rh we found value r by n, f of r by n. Here we have f of x is x plus 4, f of r by n means replace x by r by n. Replacing x by r by n in f of x will get which is equal to limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 sum of r equal to 1 to n 1 by n into f of r by n. F of r by n nothing but replace x by r by n, which implies r by n plus 4. Now we can simplify this by using this 1 by n is taken out, that is equal to 1 by n limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 1 by n into multiplying sum inside sum of r equal to 1 to n r by n plus sum of r equal to 1 to n 4. Here 1 by n is constant taken out, which is equal to limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 1 by n into here 1 by n into r by n splitted into r into 1 by n, so that is equal to 1 by n into sum of r equal to 1 to n r into 1 by n taken out, so 1 by n into sum of r equal to 1 to n r plus the constant 4 is taken out, 4 into sum of r equal to 1 to n 1. We have formula sum of 1 equal to n, sum of 1 equal to n, sum of 1 equal to n. N times adding 1, that is n. So sum of 1 equal to n. Here substituting sum of r equal to 1 to n r as n into n plus 1 by 2. We have formula sum of r equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 and sum of 1 equal to n. Substituting these two formulas, here we will get limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 1 by n into 1 by n sum of r means n into n plus 1 by 2 plus 4 into n. 1 by n into 1 by n into n into n plus 1 by 2 into 4n. Now cancelling these to n, multiplying this 1 by n inside, will get that is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, multiplying 1 by n inside, 1 by n into, taking n as common from these two, n into 1 plus 1 by n divided by 2, plus multiplying 1 by n to the next term, 1 by n into 4n. Are you clear now? Listen carefully. Here, just substituting a sum of r equal to n into n plus 1 in this place. 1 by n is here, one more 1 by n is here, and the sum of r is n into n plus 1 by 2, plus sum of 1 is n. Now cancelling these to n, again multiplying 1 by n inside, 1 by n into, and removing n from the numerator. This 1 by n I kept here, and then remove n as common from these two terms. Taken n out, here 1 by n divided by 2, and then multiplying this 1 by n to the next term, 1 by n into 4n. Now we can cancel again by these two n, and here n into n. The remaining are which is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, 1 plus 1 by n divided by 2 plus 4. Now n tend to infinity, substituting n tend to infinity, which implies there is no h term, so n tend to infinity. Substituting this result, there is no h term, so simply substituting n tend to infinity here, 1 plus 1 by infinity is 0, so 0 by 2 plus 4. Simplify this 1 by 2 plus 4 equal to 1 plus 6 by 2, sorry 8 by 2, 1 plus 8 by 2, 1 by 2 plus 4, 1 plus 8 by 2, that is equal to 9 by 2. Simple thing, just substituting and simplifying, that's all. We can verify your answer by doing the usual way, that is by integrating here. X plus 4 means x square by 2 plus 4x, substituting the upper and lower values 1, 0. Here 1 substituting 1 by 2 plus 4, and minus substituting lower limit 0. Simplify this, will get 9 by 2. So our answer is correct. You yourself check by simply integrating and substituting lower and upper limit values. So the value of integral 0 to 1 x plus 4 dx is equal to, integral 0 to 1 x plus 4 dx is equal to 9 by 2 by using limit of sum. Now we are moving to question number 2. I think it is clear to you. Now we are moving to the next question. Integral integral 1 to 3, question number 2, integral 1 to 3 x dx is given. Now the formula is limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n h into f of a plus r by h. So we should find a, b and f of a plus r by h, r, h and h value. Here f of x is equal to 3, given f of x is equal to 3, and a equal to 1, b equal to 3. H is equal to b minus a by n. B minus a means 3 minus 2 divided by n. So h is equal to 2 by n. Now f of a plus rh is a plus rh is equal to, a is 1 plus r means r, h value is 2 by n. Simplifying this, will get 1 plus 2r divided by n. Now substituting the values in the formula, integral 1 to 3 x dx is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 sum of r equal to 1 to n h into h value is 2 by n into f of a plus rh. A plus rh is 1 plus 2r by n. A plus rh is 1 plus 2r by n. Substituting in x, we'll have f of x is equal to x here. So substituting in this, we'll get 1 plus 2r by n. 1 plus 2r by n. This is simple thing. Substitute a plus rh in f of x instead x. Here f of x is equal to x. So f of a plus rh is equal to a plus rh. So the value of a plus rh is 1 plus 2r by n. So f of a plus rh is equal to 1 plus 2r by n. 1 plus 2r by n. So in the place of f of a plus rh, substitute 1 plus 2r by n for x. So here also 1 plus 2r by n will appear because f of x is equal to x only. So we have substituted here. Now we should simplify this result. By simplifying, we will get limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0. Now taken out 2 by n and bringing this sum to the terms inside the bracket. Sum of r equal to 1 to n 1 plus 2 by n is constant, 2 by n, and then adding the sum of r equal to 1 to n r. This is split into 2 by n into r, 2 by n constant, then sum of r equal to 1 to n is r. Here only 1 appears, sum of r equal to 1 to n 1. The 2 by n is taken totally constant out. Here substituting the values for 1 and r. Substituting the values of 1 and r here, which is equal to limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 2 by n into sum of 1 is n, sum of 1 is n, and plus 2 by n into sum of r is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now we can cancel these two n. Here multiply 2 by n inside, limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 2 by n into n plus 2 by n. These two also get cancelled. Now multiply inside 2 by n, 2 by n into n plus 1 remains. Here both n get cancelled. Now taken n as common out from the two terms. Limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0 2 plus 2 by n into, taking n as common, we have 1 plus 1 by n. Now these two n are get cancelled again. Now substituting these two limits here, there is no h term, so n tend to infinity means 2 plus 2 into 1 plus 1 by infinity is 0. That is equal to 2 plus 2 into 1 2 equal to 4. So the value of the integral 1 to 3 x dx is equal to 4. We can check your answers by doing actual method. The actual method is integrating with integral of x dx is x square by 2. The limit, upper and lower limit are 1 to 3. Now substitute here 1 by 2 into 3 square 9 minus 1 square 1. So 1 by 2 into 8 equal to 4. So they both are equal answers. So 1 to 3 x dx is equal to 4. As a limit of sum is given, we should proceed in this way. If we do it in other way, we will not get the mark. Question number 3. Integral 1 to 3 2x plus 3 into dx. By using limit of sum, evaluate the following integral is given. Now here a to b f of x dx will be equal to a to b f of x d equal to, by using limit of sum, limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n h into f of a plus rh. Now finding a, given a equal to 1 lower limit, b equal to the upper limit 3, and h is equal to b minus a by n. We have formula. Substitute in it, b minus a is 2 by n, 2 divided by n. Now n means number of divisions, it is unknown, so just take it as n. And then a plus rh, a plus rh is equal to, a is 1 plus r into h, h is 2 by n. So simplifying this, 1 plus 2r by n, 1 plus 2r by n. Here you can substitute all these values in the given formula. Integral a to b 1 to 3 f of x dx is equal to limit, here f of x means you can use 2x plus 3, here let f of x, here f of x is equal to 2x plus 3, you can write it here. So f of x dx is equal to limit, or you can write here 2x plus 3 into dx. You take f of x 2x plus 3, you did not write here, 2x plus 3 into dx. Limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n, h into, the value of h is 2 by n, 2 by n into a plus rh, a plus rh is 1 plus 2r by n. So 1 plus 2r by n, f of a plus rh means substitute a plus rh in the function of x instead x. So substituting here 2 into x means 1 plus 2r by n plus 3. Are you clear here? That is very important. In the function of x, replace x, substitute the value of a plus rh, that's all. Now simplifying this, will get, that is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n, 2 by n into, you can take it out or 2 by n out, and then multiplying sum into the bracket. Now 2 by n into sum of r equal to 1 to n, multiply inside 2 plus 3, 5 plus sum of r equal to 1 to n, here 2 into 4r by n, multiply 2 inside, 2 plus 4r by n, and 2 plus 3 become 5, and 4r by n I have written here. Now splitting it again, that is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0. Now 5 taken out, 2 by n into 5 into sum of r equal to 1 to n, 1, plus 4 by n is taken out, 4 by n into sum of r equal to 1 to n, r. Now we can substitute r equal to 1 to n, 1 as n, and r equal to 1 to n, r as n into n plus 1 by 2. Then by simplifying this, we'll get limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, 2 by n into 5 into n plus 4 by n into, this means formula n into n plus 1 by 2. Can cancel these two n, and here 2 into 4 are 2. Limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0. Now multiplying 2 by n inside, 2 by n into 5n plus 2 by n into 2 into n plus 1. Now cancel these two n, and it is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0. Here 2 5s are 10 plus 4 by n, 2 into 2, 4 by n. Then taken n as common from these two terms, 1 plus 1 by n. Now we can cancel these two n again. So substituting n tend to infinity. So here 10 plus 4 into 1 plus 1 by infinity, this is 0. That is equal to 10 plus 4 into 1 4 equal to 14. Look at here again. 1 to 3 2x plus 3 dx is given. F of x is 2x plus 3. A equal to 1, B equal to 3. By finding h by using the formula b minus a by n, substituting b, a and n, will get 2 by n. And then a plus rh is needed. H we found h, then we found a plus rh. So a we will find a plus rh. So a plus rh is equal to a is 1 plus r remains r. Then h means the 2 by n. So 1 plus 2r by n is a plus rh. Now substituting the formula a to be f of x dx, 1 to 3 f of x 2x plus dx is equal to limit n tend to infinity h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n, sum of r equal to 1 to n, 2 by n, h means 2 by n, 2 by n into f of a plus rh. That means substitute a plus rh in the place of x in f of x. So f of x is 2x plus 3, replace x and substitute a plus rh answer. So 2 into 1 plus 2r by n plus 3. 2 into 1 plus 2r by n plus 3. Here I am substituting f of a plus rh answer. So a plus rh means 1 plus 2r by n. Substituting a plus rh in the function of f of x, instead x, 2 into, instead x, substituting 1 plus 2r by n, 2 into 1 plus 2r by n plus 3, that is substituted here. This is the value of f of a plus rh. Now multiplying the sum inside. So this is 2 by n is here, and multiplying this inside will get 2 plus 4r by n plus 3. 2 plus 4r by n plus 3. Then 2 plus 3 become 5. So sum of r equal to 1 to n 5. And then plus sum of r equal to 1 to n 2r by n. And then multiplying this 2 inside will get 4r by n. So the 2 by n is out, and then multiply this 2 or simplify, then bring this sum of r equal to 1 to n inside, we will get these two terms. Now we can taken 5 out, sum of r equal to 1 to 5 into sum of r equal to 1 to n 1, plus 4 by n is taken out constant, sum of r equal to 1 to n r. Sum of r equal to 1 to n, 1 is n, we have formula, sum of 1 is n, that is n, and r equal to 1 to n, r is n into n plus 1 by 2. Then simplify, then substitute n equal to infinity, you will get 10 plus 4 equal to 14 as the integral value. By usual method you can integrate and check your answers. Question number 4, integral 0 to 1 x square dx, exercise 2.11. Here f of x is equal to x square. This is a function f of x, and a equal to lower limit 0 and b equal to upper limit 1. Integral a to b f of x dx, a to b f of x dx. We need h. To find h we have formula b minus a by n. So b minus a is 1 minus 0 by n equal to 1 by n. And then h we found, we should find now a plus rh. A plus rh is equal to a is 0 plus r into h is 1 by n. So that is equal to r by n. A plus rh is r by n. Now substituting these results in the formula, integral a to b 0 to 1 x square dx is equal to limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, sum of r equal to 1 to n, the h is 1 by n, into f of a plus rh. A plus rh is r by n. In the place of f of x, instead x substitute a plus rh value. So substituting x for r by n, will get r square by n square. R square by n square. simply substituting a plus rh in f of x instead x. So in f of x instead x substituting r by n whole square, that is r square by n square. By simplifying this, limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, 1 by n taken out, 1 by n into sum of r equal to 1 to n, r square by n square. Now 1 by n square is common, constant taken out, limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, 1 by n into 1 by n square, sum of r equal to 1 to n r square. We have formula sum of n equal to r equal to 1 to n r square as n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6. Substituting in it, we will have limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, 1 by n cube, and the sum of r square equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6. Listen carefully here, limit n tend to infinity, h tend to 0, 1 by n cube. Here is we have an n, can cancel these two, n square into, taken n from n common from the two terms, n into 1 plus 1 by n. Again taking one another n from these two terms, n into 2 plus 1 by n whole divided by 6. Now we can cancel this n into n square by this n square. Now substituting limit n tend to 0, we have 1 plus 0 into 2 plus 0 divided by 6. That is equal to 2 by 6 equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 x square dx is equal to 1 by 3 as a limit of sum.